award-winning comedian, actress, and best-selling author. You know from her work in Girls Trip, The After Party, Haunted Mansion, and Bad Boys Ride or Die. Her new docuseries, Tiffany Haddish Goes Off, premieres on Peacock November 13th. Let's take a look.
Yeah, I'll jump on stage. No problem. I cannot go more than 3 weeks without doing stand-up comedy. And maybe that's a weird thing or something. Like, oh yeah, I gotta stand in front of a room full of strangers and express myself, and hopefully they laugh. And then I'll feel good mentally about myself. It's like comfort zone for me.
Please welcome back to the show my friend Tiffany Haddish, everybody.
I'm sucking my uterus in for you today.
Oh my God, thank you. I've been very lucky. I've seen you a few times recently. I saw you at a very fashiony event like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that was last week.
It was last week, yeah.
It was literally last week,
I
Wednesday.
know lots going on though. We're very busy.
And I told you, I said, I'm gonna see you next week. And you were like, no, you're not.
Yeah. You had a way better sense of my schedule than I did.
Yes.
I'm glad you were right.
I'm glad too.
This is an incredible show, and it's about you actually taking your old friends, your closest friends.
My real friends.
Your real friends.
My real friends. The ones that tell me, like, girl, you musty today. The real ones.
Yeah. And those are, and the mustiness, the level of mustiness, the risk of it goes up the more you're traveling. So it's good to have money.
Right. I want people that's gonna tell me the truth. Your breath stink. You got a booger. Like the ones that's gonna tell you the truth. Tell the truth, shame the devil. You understand?
And you guys actually, but this is like not like a trip like let's go away for a weekend. This was 3.5 weeks to Africa.
Yes, 3.5 weeks to Africa. We went to Cape Town, Zimbabwe, Zanzibar.
Fantastic.
And it was the most amazing trip. And it's something, like, since we were little girls, we've been friends since we were like 12, 13 years old. And I've been saying since then, one day we're gonna go to Africa, it's gonna be amazing. We're gonna find kings, and we're gonna be queens, we're gonna have our own villages. Now, we didn't get our own village, but we definitely visited some, and we didn't meet no real kings, but I met some men that felt like kings.
Yeah, right. Maybe like king adjacent. They were king adjacent.
Yeah, maybe their middle name is King.
Yeah. Now, I want to talk, because you did things that I think a lot of tourists did, but the clip is you doing things that tourists don't do, which is you were on vacation and yet you still went up in a local club and did stand-up.
That's something that I do kind of everywhere I go.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Seth. Like, we both are comedians, but I am addicted to being on the stage. I am addicted to the sound of laughs. Like, something about a room full of people laughing is like, I guess, like cocaine for somebody else. I don't know. But like that right there.
Oh no. No, she's gonna OD. She's gonna OD.
I'm back. But that's like.
But you don't have any stress? You're not like, oh, I'm on vacation. I don't want to go on stage. You don't have that at all.
But I'm like, oh, I'm on vacation. I need to get on stage.
Yeah.
Like, it's my drug of choice. You know, when you're on stage, there's dopamine that kicks off in your brain and oxytocin and stuff that's healing your organs. That's why we look so young.
Yeah, I think
he
that's right.
is 75, I'm 102.
Yeah, we look good.
We look good.
It does, even that makes sense that like at 102, you still look younger than me at 75. That's how good you look compared to me. But here's the thing, you also, you know, again, I would be like, oh, it'd be stressful to do stand-up on vacation. But then you did things that would be even more stressful to me, like you went swimming with sharks.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, like you seemed more into than your friends.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. Like, when we went to Africa, I'm like, oh, it'd be so cool to get my girlfriends to do something they've never done before. So we went to go swim with the sharks, but we were inside of a cage. So it felt like, kind of like when I get arrested, but a lot more cold and wet.
Yeah.
And then I got I mean,
yeah.
I had an encounter with nature.
Yeah, so this is,
Yeah, that is genuine bird poop right there.
Yeah. And then you were
right on my third eye, so that means I'm finna be super lucky this year.
And luckily you're with your friends who could tell you have on your face.
Yeah,
the kind of friends who like don't,
Yeah, they're like, You got doodle on your face. And then
That's
I'm like,
fantastic.
thanks, guys, thanks.
But you do think it's a good omen.
I think it's good. It's not the first time I've been pooped on by, birds.
Yep.
I don't know if I appear to be a tree or if something about me says, hey, I'm a beautiful, clean car, poop on me.
Yeah.
But birds, they like to do that
Yeah,
to
they
me.
just they like to help you keep it real, like help you stay grounded.
But
maybe.
I think that's why maybe that's why, a lot of people say, Tiffany, you so lucky, or
Yeah.
Tiffany, you so blessed. And I think that's because the birds bless me. I'm anointed by the poops.
I want to ask, because we know we've
Don't
established...
smell my forehead.
We've established you are a traveler. You have a lot of thoughts about travel. You're a veteran traveler, an experienced traveler, and you had a tweet I wanted to ask you about, and it's from this year. I don't know if it's just because I am ovulating, but I am noticing the 8:35 a.m. Delta flight to LAX from JFK got a lot of beautiful people, parentheses, men on the plane. This will be my new flight home from now on. Have you done it again, and have you tested your theory?
I'll be doing it tomorrow.
Gotcha.
That was last week when I seen you. That's when I posted
Yeah.
that. That was just last week. And they was beautiful on it. I don't know what it is about that particular flight. I've been on all the flights.
Yeah.
Back
And
to
that
LA
one
on Delta.
popped.
But that one was like, damn, the genetics on this flight. And that might have been my hormones that was just,
Yeah.
specifically saying the beautiful men's people.
Did you check with anybody else? Did you run your...
Oh, yeah, I kept saying, I was like, is it just me or are these men fine as hell on here? And the flight attendant came and she goes, oh, yes, honey. This is the flight where all the men are very handsome because they're rested. This is the
right.
rested flight. They got a good night's rest and then they get here and they're on this. And she was like, this is the shift that I do. And then the male flight attendant was like, this is the only one I like to do too. And I was like,
This is what? I mean, if you don't get a couple extra miles for the work you're doing promoting this flight.
well, let me tell you, I couldn't see that on that particular flight, my tray table was broken.
Uh-huh.
And they offered me another seat, but I said, this is the perfect seat where I can see all the men coming.
Right, yeah.
Right?
And then you don't even have a tray in your way in case
no
you need
tray
to jump
in my
up.
way, yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, help me with my tray, sir.
Oh, yeah.
And they was helping me. But they did give me a few points because
Yeah.
my tray table was broke. I didn't break it.
Well, look, good luck on the flight tomorrow.
It's gonna be good.
Report back.
I won't be ovulating, but I will be hunting. You know I'm a Thundercat.
Tiffany Haddish, everyone. She's a Thundercat. Tiffany Haddish goes out, premieres on Peacock November 13th. Stick around. We'll be right back to Kristen Miliani.